What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about Mullen. It's been a while since I've done a Mullen update on this channel, so I want to give you a good breakdown of what the technicals say. And just as a reminder, on this channel, I kind of neglect a lot of the BS, the rumors and so forth, and just talk based on the technicals and what they are saying. And given that, where it might be going. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So a little bit more of a tentative sell-off right now. So 5.57% down, a little bit more lower volume, and I guess lower you can kind of take with a grain of salt. 125.49 million for volume, 183 is the average. So it goes to show that a lack of buying behind the scenes, and you can kind of tell that based on also this as well, which these are all the transactions on the secondary market. So only one transaction today, 178,000. And like I said, it's been a good couple of weeks at least where institutions have been just reducing their position and not really getting in as much as they kind of have at previous stages. And based on this, you can tell based on the bid and the ask of these, majority have been sales. So even the big money behind the scenes is not necessarily getting in Mullen. As far as options activity, you do oddly enough see something different happening. And over the last little bit, and I'll go over this and show you and break it down for you. So as far as options activity on Mullen, you do see the put/call ratio, it just has gone down quite a lot, meaning that there has been a lot more calls being purchased. But with the exception of today, if you look right here, there's a total of $200,000 in puts versus only $37,000 for calls. So behind the scenes today seems to be switching, and most likely this has something to do with the news that did come out today about Mullen forming a new LLC, so Mullen Advanced Energy Operations. And of course, because of this, it has something to do with Mullen just having to pay more capital. So it does say right here, based on all of this, Global EV Technology will be contributing its technology and existing contracts to MAEO, and Mullen will be providing the capital, execution, and commercialization to grow the business. So in reality, Mullen's kind of getting screwed by this, in my opinion. So clearly people do not like that, and this is why options are very much negative right now. But over and above that though, just give you a good breakdown of what shorts are doing, because they've always been around for a while now. Short score is currently 73, utilization is at 100%. And currently shorts are increasing 1.93 million shares. 9.94% is the cost to borrow average, 9.43% is the amount of the free float is being shorted, and that works out to be around 335 million shares. And they were actually increasing their position pretty significantly in the morning. As you can see right here at the very beginning, 30 minutes of the trading day, around 6 million shares or 6.6 million shares being increased, and a height of 10.7. But it wasn't until roughly the last 30 minutes or so, this is where they've been starting to really reduce some of their position. So again, behind the scenes, a lot of bearishness is afoot. And based on the technical standpoint where it is right now, it's at a scary time period. And what I mean by that is we are virtually staring off of a cliff. And a better way to explain that is, for the most part, looking at these fib levels. So currently we are right above this S1, so 9.5 cents. That is a very big support. It's bounced off of that several different times in the past couple of weeks. But this is what I mean by a virtual cliff, that we are kind of on the edge of it right now. So hypothetically, if it does break that, it will be falling to around the 6-cent range. Of course, nobody really wants that, especially David behind the scenes needs it to stay at least around this kind of price point. Can't go lower than 6 cents, because if they do a 25-to-1 reverse split, it's going to barely get over that $1 mark. So definitely David's kind of being pushed against the wall as well. And I think in reality, shorts do know that. So this is why potentially behind the scenes, there might be a reverse split coming fairly soon. As far as this, oddly enough though, even though it's been going down, a number of retail investors have been getting in today. So kind of maybe mixed mentality when it comes down to that. Stochastic is currently at 15. You do have a little bit more of a bearish sentiment, but it is considered oversold. And as I've said in the past, if there is a positive piece of news that does come out, then theoretically Mullen could go up because of that. But at the end of the day, the news does have to come out that doesn't have a string attached or something that refers to capital or Mullen spending physical money. So of course, I think that's something to be aware of. In addition to that though, based on the latest EV tax credits that's been coming out, it does look like unfortunately Mullen does not qualify for this, because I think there was a lot of optimism around the M5 when it does come out that it was going to qualify based on the price point for that 7,500, but it looks like now it is only being singled to, for instance, GM, Tesla, as what it was. Where was it? I'll just find that 1 second. Right here, Tesla, Ford, GM, and Stellantis. So again, Mullen doesn't necessarily qualify, so I don't know if that's a positive thing at this stage in the game or negative, because they haven't even started to produce the M5, but again, it is what it is. Let me know you guys' thoughts on that in the comments below. Mullen did post this as well on YouTube, and it's a 40-second video for the most part, just going over their commercial vehicles. But again, I think the sentiment is just very much hit. So like I said at the very beginning, based on the technicals, I do unfortunately, because it does suck, on a side note, I do have a position in Mullen, but I do see it breaking below this pivot point right here. So it will be trading most likely between that 6-cent range and 9.5-cent range. And unfortunately, I don't see anything really saving it in the short term up until maybe around mid-May. That's when those M1 vans are going to be having their actual deliveries and so forth. So again, short term, I do see a little bit more pain, unfortunately. But once again, let me know your guys' thoughts on Mullen in the comments below. Give yourself a shout out if you've been buying, selling, holding, what have you been doing. Let me know about that. One final thing I just wanted to share with you, there is a good promo with moomoo, link in the description below and also the comments. Just sign up for a free account and you get 1 free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So even though Mullen is going down a lot, take advantage of free things, especially when each stock can be valued up to $2,000. And moomoo does offer $0 commission and free level 2 trading as well. So complete no-brainer, no risk whatsoever. So take advantage while you can. This promo is only up until I think at the end of April. So again, take advantage of that. And as you can see, if you do deposit $100, you get an additional 4 free stocks. So again, link in the description below and also the comments. And without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching.